For those of you that weren't in the Discord, after my Minecraft stream with Crystal yesterday, we watched Con Air together. Also, happy Homestuck Day for those of you that celebrate, which is probably not gonna be a lot of people, and I'm probably about to get bonked by Dwarf for even mentioning it. So, can you guys hear the game alright? Go to jail. Wait, is my thing not working? Oh, right. Hold on. Put myself down a little bit. There we go. Even worse. I remember drinking the purple one for the first time with my friends, and I literally say it tastes like purple. White flavor is when I order curry and it comes with 0 spice. So true. But yeah, happy Homestuck Day. Yeah, happy Homes. Put Holmes in jail too. Okay, hold on. Do I still have the image? Yes, I do. Good. Yeah, you're stuck in here with me, buddy. Holmes stuck. Hell fucking yeah. He would be Car Cat. He's too similar to Car Cat. Okay, but yeah, I prepped a save for Mr. Lupin's bad end right here, so we should be good. I don't want to hear that. They're both pissy. They're both always pissed off and yelling. You silly thing, you had to be more careful. I'm sorry. I like how the thing that makes him upset with you is to tell him not to drink his tea when it's so hot. Like that's very offensive to him. This is not the last stream of Mysteria. We still got the true route left to do. And I have no idea how long that one is. Yeah, 2 if he doesn't fuck around, more than likely 3. Oh shit. I forgot. Let me bring up the guide. I know I'm gonna run out of time, but it's fine. I can just go back. Okay, so, oh, okay. That's what that is. He's so cute as a shy Megane. Right? I wish we got more scenes with him as a Megane. Cause you barely get any Itza with him when he's shy. I get that this is kind of like a character that he's putting on, but I don't know. This game's kind of missing having like a shy guy. Like, have any of you ever played Period Cube Shackles of Amadeus? I doubt it, but there's this one guy in Period Cube. It's actually, I would love to play it someday if I can get like a Vita emulator or something. But it is like .hack, where you're stuck in an MMO. And you get to date like the people with their MMO selves, and then you also like eventually you can log out and go meet them IRL. And there's this one guy that is like such a LARPer. He's like big into being like a knightly character in the game, and then you go and you meet him IRL, and he's like a Megane that like stutters and can barely talk, and he's so cute. He's my second favorite. I really like the idol guy. I forgot what his name was, but I really liked his route. Oh, I can't not bully him. Highly recommend. There's also that game had some really good bad ends too. There were some really good like yandere like bad ends and stuff. It's kind of it's not like the best Otome game like plot wise. Like I would say it's kind of similar to Mysteria actually, which I think makes it really fun. I think that would be really fun to stream. Making Lupin bad end at record speeds by telling him I liked his mask more. Danger, no. I want to accept his invitation to duel. The shy guy is Jack. I guess he is the shy guy, huh? Shy guy that murders people in his spare time, you know. But if you were to be injured, or even worse... That may happen, yes. I'm aware of the risks that come with my decision. You know, I was actually thinking that Jack is technically the shy one. Yeah, he's very meek. Lupin being a fake shy guy. Oh no, people. Jack an actual shy guy. Ew, people. Okay, now we can skip forward. What was the next dialogue? Me? Gongaga. How could this be? He suspected me. Are we really saying that we're Lupin? That's really funny. I should have never known that trident. I should have never thrown that trident at you when you went into survival on Minecraft. I wanted to see how long it'd take before you registered I was there. You were looking the whole time? Wait, even before we even started stream? Me? A pretty face simply isn't enough to deceive me, Lupin. Wait, Lupin? Don't you mean Lupin? Lupin is the phantom thief. Lupin is the shy guy. Well, mostly when the tour started. I'm sure if you watched the VOD and kept an eye out. Yeah, Ryan! Best guy, Ryan! I'm not trying to deceive anyone. And I'll refrain from commenting on the pretty part of that statement. That sounds precisely what a criminal would say. His finger nearly touched my nose. It had come so close. He seemed to have no question of my guilt, so how could I convince him otherwise? That boy has a chin. Yeah, he goes to Gakuen Handsome. Sir, I think I know a way to prove she is who she claims. Gakuen Handsome English patch when, right? I'm surprised it never got a translation patch before. I will ask her a question that which only the real Miss Whiteley can answer. If she answers correctly, then she must be her. Oh, Kobayashi's so cute. Do you remember the trip to Hyde Park as part of our class studies? I remember, yes. Then, do you remember who packed my lunch? Was it your dad? It was your father, wasn't it? I'm like trying to imagine his dad like wearing like an apron, like kiss the chef, lovingly making him his lunch. It's kind of gap moe. The quesadilla was shaped like a heart, and within that, your name was. That's really cute. Please, Miss Whiteley, you've said enough. Hi there, Phoenix! Hello! You look so flushed. Are you embarrassed? I thought what your father did was rather thoughtful. Dude, I don't know Emily or what were the facts that day, so I don't care. Cuffs Emily and takes her away. Lupin's reaction is enough to know she answered correctly. I would agree. He did indeed have a hot shape. Don't be ashamed. It was lovely. Really, it was. I also think he sounds so much cuter when he's like a nerd. He has such a Gap Moe voice. Oh, what crimes have you committed? I'm apparently Lupin, dressed up as Emily right now. Lupin's face flushed a deep red to his ears as he desperately made to silence the imposter. Lupin, your dad is rad. If he wasn't your dad, I'd tap that. You're such a cold son, Lupin. And your mom is always gone. He must be so lonely. Is your dad lonely, Lupin? Does he need a real woman in his life? I could be your mother, Lupin. Alright, let's skip forward. Watson. What? Me? Ryan's so smart. You may think you have fooled us with your simplicity, but you can't fool me. I can't possibly be Lupin. Right, Holmes? Is he still... He sounds like he's still pretty low. Oh no, I guess I turned him up. Much as I'd like to agree, the possibility isn't zero. Lupin doesn't want to fuck you just because Ryan's an idiot. What sense does that make? Okay, I'll turn it back. No, I thought you would defend me. Oh, he's an idiot sexual, whatever it's called. He found someone dumber than Emily. Yeah, he leaves me for Ryan. Honestly, I can't blame him. Ryan is the best character in the game. At any rate, the way he's so desperate to convince everyone otherwise is very much like the real Watson. A miracle. How can I prove myself so you'll believe me? Tell me, Emily. Is she gonna punch him? Well, I have an idea, but you'll have to forgive me for doing it. Bear with me and grit your teeth for a moment. It's to prove your innocence. Yeah, punch him! Huh? Wait, Emily, why are you touching my cheeks? I pinched and tugged with all my might. Damn it, you should have punched him. Hoarse voice. Which cheeks? Not you too, Freya. My chat loves saying that. Miss Whiteley, that is quite enough. He looks as though he's about to cry. Oh, not even my dad's been so rough with me. Are you talking about your daddy, Holmes? Oh, that doesn't say much. He's always preferred gentle lectures with words over action. We do? At least Twy does. whenever I say something with cheeks, he goes, which cheeks? But it's proven you are who you say you are, yes? All's well that ends well. I suppose so, but I can't say I'm very happy about the way we went about it. Right, let's skip ahead. And then this should be the last one. Stop calling me a princess! I don't know why you call me that, but I'm not one. Alright, here we go. See what his bad end is. Can I leave jail now? Bouquet of roses. Mario Pussy attack! Although, my son, I'd like you to tell me something. Lupin only spared minimal interest for his father, who is conversely very tense. What? I wasn't aware you needed my permission. May I leave my jail cell? Why did you steal that photograph from the Whiteley mansion? Why do you want to know? Oh, are we actually gonna find out? Do whatever? Okay. I'm gonna leave jail now. I'm free! There's... Okay, let's bring that back. There we go. You weren't ordered to steal it by someone, were you? Leave Holmes in jail, though? For the crimes of being British? Oh, whoops. Wrong image. There we go. Whoa. I gotta keep that on me. You never know when it's time to blame Namco Bandai for something. Welcome back to the free world. Thank you. I can finally go back to committing arsons now. I can go back to committing arson. Marrying arson. I don't want to believe it, but you didn't attempt to sneak amongst Spellbound's ranks in my place for the sake of your You think I would do something in your place? That never crossed my mind. What matters most to me is me. I would have to be mad to do my work on behalf of anyone else. Looking for the image I put in the corner of my own mysterious streams of the time Emily said, Akechi is full. Now, let me see. How many Mysteria images do I have? I always use the how queer one, but we got quite a few memes. Let me see. How many ones do I have? That's just the other Holmes. Wrong thing. Is this one? No. That's not. I probably have it on my desktop. Oh, yeah. This is one of them. It's so memeable. It really is. They're just in our DMs. Yeah, but I gotta go through all of our DMs. They're a significant number. Yeah, feel free to share your top picks. What matters most to me is me. I'd have to be mad to do my work on behalf of anyone else. I suppose loving oneself is yet another form, but you would do well to discover many more. Love for your father is a fine one, if I may volunteer a start. Just sort by image? That's the thing, Leonix. We're always sharing, like, images in our DMs. Like, half of our DMs are, like, sharing fan art. Oh, so I have to do the work. Yeah, that narrows it down to about 3,800 pictures. You may not. Were I to ever know love, I would have to let it go. I don't see the point. You don't know love? Well, affairs with women are infinitely more labyrinth than that of treasure, and love can take many forms. I do think you're a touch too cautious when it comes to love. However, unlike myself... Oh. Tomorrow is Monday, which means that Gandalf gets to eat a graham cracker. It is her favorite activity. Did she get her graham cracker this week? I forget. She better have. And here's another one, watching us. Very unlike yourself. There are few who knew more about love in all its ridiculous forms than you. Yeah, Mr. Cuck Watson himself. I'm still so sad that video program that you have isn't good enough to do that video idea you had. I'd rather you not look at me with such contempt. I know what you're thinking, and so I will speak candidly. My one true love forever has and will forever be your mother. I'd be upset to not get that graham cracker. It's abuse. They promise her her graham cracker, and if they don't, then they lied to her. It's abuse. I mean, maybe it is, but I don't know how to do it easy. It's also a default Windows movie program, so it's probably shit. Could have fooled me. You seem to display an interest in every woman you meet. Is this gonna be is the bad end gonna be that we date his dad instead? Oh, not at all. I merely believe in treasuring my fortuitous meetings with them. And one more question about that girl. Do you... Wonder that myself. I hardly know the answer. His minimal interest dissolved entirely. Lupin made to leave. When is the pollen gonna leave? I'm tired of spring already. Confound it, I haven't finished talking. I know what the question will be without you asking. Bless you times 3. Thank you. It must have hurt her deeply to be abandoned by you. Never fear. With enough CO2 in the air, spring will be getting shorter every year. I mean, somewhat of a relief, but a bit more worrisome. You guys ever think about, like, it's probably just me, but like I think about with how global warming is, because like California is near like the ocean and stuff. I'm like, are we gonna drown? Are we gonna drown someday? It's just gonna cave in and we're all just gonna fall into like the ocean. I try not to think. Yeah, same here. I don't think. Must have hurt her deeply to be abandoned by you. Yeah. He stopped. Your heart aches at the thought, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Papa, what are you scheming? It is not my intention to tell you what you did is wrong, for there are indeed times when refusing a woman is a form of love in itself. California will be the last piece of land above water in a twist of irony. The last one standing. But son, I don't want you to lie to your own heart. Carry on with the lies for too long and you will no longer be able to discern them from the truth. You'll become like Kokichiyoma. I did much the same to your mother when we were young. Oh, so douchebaggery runs in the family, I see. Your father knows so much about love, Lupin. Would love for him to teach me. It is only because she was willing to accept me, fact and fiction, that you are here today. My mom must have bad taste in men. My mom was of the eccentric mind to have chosen you. Mon Dieu, I don't have the faintest idea where you adopted that cheek. I certainly never raised you to be like this. Rest easy. You were responsible for training me in my craft, but I raised myself. I became my own man, height and all. And someday, I'll make myself into a gentleman thief, so celebrated that my name will dwarf yours. He cannot help but recall her expression from when he left her. Well, you don't need to worry, Lupin, because your son is gonna be way more popular than the original Arsene. Lupin the Third is real mad popular. Wait, please, don't go. My name will dwarf yours. You mean Lupin? Well, Lupin will dwarf Lupin? I mean, that's their last name. This is for her as much as it is for me. This answer. It is the best I can do. There? Oh? Oh. You're... Hold on. Here is, Dwarf's, I put all the pictures in our DMs all together as a London Detective Mysteria master post. Here, hold on. Let me... Yeah, here's our meme collection for anyone that missed them. Hadn't a clue. You're ever... Oh, wait, can you guys not see it? Oh, it's not... Oh! It just captured that. Okay. There we go. Your every action brings about anguish and anguish. I remember that Sherlock named his kid Airlock and that Watson has the most normal name of all time. Yeah. Herlock. All I've done is cause trouble. Taken aback by your recklessness. More of a headache than you expect. Targeted you before. You're in danger. In peril again. Tendency to attract danger. Caused him a great deal of trouble. Yeah, that was a good one. I used that a lot if I wasn't using how queer. Hold up. Am I the childhood friend? Alright. Me and the bad bitch I pulled by being a detective. Good memes. God. This series really brought about a lot of really funny memes. I'm really gonna miss this game. How'd you like bad girls? Well, Emily is bad at most things. This is for her as much as it is for me. This answer, it is the best I can do. I can't involve her any more than I already have. And so he closed his eyes, the better to see nothing, and the better to erase her from his thoughts. It'll feel so weird to not watch you play this, to be honest. Yeah! Because this is like my daily soaps. New events played out the day after Holmes, Watson, and I returned from Cheddar Gorge. My heart swirled with thoughts of yesterday's events, persisting and persisting, even as I was walking through the school. Emily, don't you want to rest some more? Yesterday must have been a tiring ordeal for you. I want to watch you sleep. Thank you, Watson, but I'd rather be here. If I stayed home, my head would be full of nothing but recent events regardless. It continues to boggle the mind. How did you fall from a cliff chasing Lupin? A cliff! Not even the Yard would commit a blunder so stupid. Enough, Holmes. You could stand to be kinder to her. Throw me into Cheddar Gorge with some crackers, please. She's worthy of commendation for surviving through the night in a cave after her fall, but allowing Lupin to escape means all her efforts were for naught. Oh, I guess we just told them about the cave too? Did we tell them how we fought off wolves that definitely totally exist in Britain? So, Miss Whiteley, now that you have learned your lesson, I ask that you act with more prudence in the future. Though, we both know the one who will catch Lupin at the end of the race is me. I don't need you getting in my way. It's not often I see you obsessing over a criminal like this. Did it frustrate you that much when he escaped before? Yes, he has a crush on him. Me, frustrated. My dear Watson, kindly keep your nonsense to yourself. Prudence? I promise you, Emily is permanent scarecrow nugget. She's gonna get her brain slurped. Ouch! He's kept it from showing on his face, but he's frustrated to be sure. With cards, no less. What's wrong, Emily? You've been staring at Lupin's seat for a while. I want to imagine what it's like to be his chair. Have I? It isn't for any particular reason. Probably more healthy because messed tooth than his dad had with Moriarty. I wonder when he'll be well enough to attend class again. I hope it's soon. Yes, so do I. Several weeks came and went with Lupin nowhere to be seen. No local thefts to cause a stir. No presence in class. And I did not know what became of my photograph. God damn it, Lupin. My only clue was a recent article in the paper which told of a renowned painting having been stolen from the Louvre. Is it Louvre? I never know. The Louvre in Paris. In Paris. The culprit, a certain gentleman wait, he went to France? My head be full of nothing. Fresh off the presses. I had to tap back in so fast. I think we reached peak. My head be full of nothing. That one's going right here. So true. The act designated him an international criminal, a dastardly man to be pursued, even by those outside of Great Britain at all costs. Oh, Emily, you're truly one of the protagonists of all time. I love her in a I would give her a kiss as I threw her down a ditch way. I see Lupin has become a wanted man abroad now as well. So many after them. It'd be nothing short of a miracle if I were to see him again. Drat! It makes it sound as though I miss him. And I absolutely do not. I just miss my photograph. I hope to sound brave. I hope to sound defiant. I wish I could sound the part, for I certainly didn't feel it. The ache in my heart was dull, but ever present. My lady, does something trouble you? Yes, that you're not holding my hand and giving me kisses right now, Alicia. Such vexation whilst holding your head in your hands is a waste on your beauty. Somehow safer in the ditch, less likely to be kidnapped. You would never understand unrequited love, Alicia. Your dumbass, pointless milkman arc will not happen here. It's nothing of importance, but Alicia, why are you carrying that bouquet? Wait! Did the milkman... Did the milkman come again? No, it was Lupin, wasn't it? They arrived at the mansion not long ago, though they're addressed to you. The center has chosen to remain anonymous. I sure hope it's not another pipe bomb. Really? I thought it may be a practical joke at first, but aren't they lovely? See here, the thorns have been carefully removed from each individual stem. Oh, thank you for the reminder for the sponsor. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. If you're gonna download it, thank you. One might wonder if they are gifts from an admiring gentleman who had to conceal his identity. I closely examined the roses in Alicia's hands. She was correct. They had been carefully dethorned and were filling the room with a sweet-smelling fragrance. The scent isn't quite what one would expect from roses. Kind of smells like manure. It'd be a terrible shame to dispose of them. What shall I do? Indeed, it would be a shame. And they don't appear to be anything suspect. I have no idea who this mysterious gentleman could be, but it doesn't change that these flowers are beautiful. I'll accept them. Did Lupin just come to visit you as Alicia? Lupin is wearing a maid outfit? I hope so. I want to see Lupin in a maid outfit. Yeah, all the boys should be wearing maid outfits. Pendleton, why aren't you in uniform? Very well then. Where would you like for me to display them? The entrance hall or the main hall? But what about your bedroom? You don't need to put them anywhere. I'll leave the arrangements to the real Alicia. Let's fucking go! Lupin is a maid! Woohoo! Based! My lady, I'm not certain what you mean. Show me your maid outfit, Lupin. I thought I told you before that we possess no such perfumes in this mansion, nor do the servants wear it. I think this might have jumped my enjoyment of Lupin's route up a tad. Yet, in addition to the fragrance of the roses in your hands, it is distinctly on your person as well. Now, why is that? That. And another thing, all of the maids in my family's service love flowers. They're responsible for their placement throughout the mansion. See, at least Lupin will wear the maid outfit. Why the fuck didn't you lock in, Jack? See, maybe Jack wouldn't be the second last, worst route in the game if he wore a maid outfit. Never once have they asked where they should display them, because they know precisely the best places for themselves. You can see that deck of cards in your pocket. Is that a deck of cards in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me? Is that so? I never thought being so considerate would be my undoing. Alicia tossed the roses above her, and in their wrapped bouquet did they land in my hands squarely with their condition pristine. Why'd you take off the maid outfit? I did intend to send this to you from afar as a present, but I feared how lonely you were without me, so I simply had to come pay you a visit. Well, you better put on that maid outfit then if you want to get close to me, Lupin. What was this? My head lost itself for a moment. I looked down at the roses, then up, and Alicia was no longer Alicia, but Gentleman Thief Lupin. His hand was a single red rose. How dare you think I would be lonely? You're joking, Lupin. And what about you? I thought you were in France. In France? France, Jean. The Strait of Dover becomes but a puddle to my wings if you are anxious on the opposite side. Anxious? I'll never be so worried about you. You sound very sure. Then again, You're ever crisp as winter. To say you had no idea who your mysterious gentleman is when you had every idea it was me. You aren't a gentleman, though. Just a thief. Humbug. I'm a thief with all the style and charm of a gentleman. You have but to ask, my dear lady. I would cross the sea and evade the watchful eyes of your spine-chilling butler for you. Well, at least you know what's coming. I just want my property back. Stop playing your games! Personally, I knew it was Lupin, because he could not resist calling himself handsome while in disguise. Why was he so meek when we parted ways? Didn't think the person helping with the sponsorship? Wait, What? He sounded so sincere, but here he is, behaving as though nothing ever happened. My robbery makes Emily lock in harder than murder. You know, she just forgives people that murder people, but she's like, oh, into the brig with ye whenever you steal anything. Of course, he didn't mean a word of it. He does nothing but lie. Look at your shit is what I mean? Wait, oh what? Oh, did someone install the game? Thank you. Was it Phoenix? Thank you, Phoenix. Now you see, all those people who murdered people aren't bad people at heart. Because they told her afterwards, don't drink that. That's poisoned. What about that one guy that said that he would totally have murdered, or like, I forget if it was murder or sexually assault this like lady, and that was why he stole like the plate, and then they're like, oh, it's fine, he just stole a plate. He didn't do it yet, even though he was planning on doing it. Of course, he didn't mean a word of it. He does nothing but lie. Every detail came back in a torrent that filled me with a fresh anger. I fear I can't leave this to Holmes after all. Lupin, I will be the one who catches you, and I will not fail. Suspecting that Emily's accolades as a detective may have been a tiny bit of a nepo baby thing. Yeah. Your sim, you'll always have your way, and that will be your undoing. There will come a day when I outwit you. Mark my words. That would involve you needing to get a brain first, Emily, so good luck. I threw the bouquet at him with all the force I had. The glare that followed could have surely cracked glass, but still, he stood unafflicted. A spring to his step and a wink to his smile. That's it. That's how it should be. I'm a gentleman thief and you are a detective. We are destined for the dances between hunter and hunted. But I am honored that you would permit me, choose me by name, to be your target. To be captured by you is almost an attractive enough prospect for me to want to try it. Well, you can try it right now. Fine. What fun would there be if I made it easy? Lupin took hold of my wrist that was still held outwards from having thrown the roses. He pulled suddenly, very forcefully, till our noses nearly touched. I think I like this more than the good ending. I steal the treasures of others, but I dislike my own treasures being stolen. My liberty, for instance, is dear to me. Yeah, I think this is better than the good ending, because he doesn't, like, fuck off, and it's kind of like enemies to lovers content, which I like. Flirting while you're fighting each other. Peak. But if you're so determined to rob me of it, then I am a good enough man to participate in your game. Take me, if you can. Yes, by all means. Use all the skill you can employ for this. In the meantime, take this rose as a gift. It is filled with my love for you. Throw your love in a rubbish bin for all I want it. I smacked away the rose he presented. Its many petals dispersed into a haphazard mess throughout the room, some petals still unpolished and beautiful, whilst others were split and spoilt. Lupin predicted my anger, certainly, and used the moment the rose petals were spread to dash to the open window. My heart is already aflutter at the thought of our next meeting, courageous princess. Until then, Emily. Hold on! Before the petals had fallen to the floor, he jumped out of the window and was gone. I rushed after him, but upon looking outside, I saw no one. I missed the thief by a hair. He would continue his antics, his targeting of heirlooms and taking of treasures beyond this day. Alright then, if you want me to come after you so desperately, I won't let you down. Well, at least we did good ending first. I think the bad ending is the good ending. You just wait, Lupin. This is what I want to see from, like, dating a phantom thief while you're a detective. This is the content that I wanted from his route. I would catch him. If it took everything in me, I would catch him. I think they mislabeled the endings. The room was permeated with a wonderful scent. It served to remind me, to anger me, to inspire me, to never cease my pursuit. If I was in charge of writing this ending. And I would need this desire for pursuit, for without it, I cannot ignore the stabbing pain that his disappearance left behind. The path to the truth has opened! Your guide to it awaits your arrival, tome in hand. Ill-fated end. Is the bad ending just Emily and Lupin in a situationship? Even though situationships are usually peak as hell? Yeah, I think so. Oh no, I think of this ending, Emily got Holmes zone. Oh shit. Is Lupin dating Holmes instead? God damn it. Can we at least be a poly ship? Can we at least be a polycule? Either that or Lupin gets shot, IDK. Yeah, I like this more than the good ending. Mercifully, I do not believe we have to make any more choices. I assume the true end is linear anyway. Man, skip this shit? Okay. Let's go into the extras. It looks like... Okay, I thought that that was for the true ending. But I guess the true ending also has an epilogue. Alright, let's do Lupin's epilogue. I don't think this is gonna be a two-stream affair, dwarf. A notable instant was upon us several months after Lupin declared his love for me. I was surprising while sitting at my table, eating a delectable breakfast of sautéed mushroom with eggs. You're certain it was the Whiteley family silverware? Aw shit, they stealing my stuff now? Oh, my parents' stuff. They stole my parents' stuff? Quite. Someone bid a high price for them at an auction in the St. James area just yesterday. There were 12 spoons in total, each with the crest of House Whiteley on it. When did we get our spoons stolen? They stole my fucking spoons! If they're authentic, then they're a priceless memento of my parents. But everything that was in the mansion was supposed to have been lost in the fire. Silver is a soft metal that melts easily too. I want to believe they're real, truly. Eggs? The greed of this girl. They may have been pilfered while the fire was blazing. Still, even if that is the case, the bidder now has legal ownership of them. Eggs in this 1900s economy? Damn. We can't even get eggs in the 2020s. That's how you know she's rich. She's got eggs. I actually have these neighbors nearby, and they like have their own quail eggs, and they've been selling it around here. Everyone's been getting their eggs from the neighbors. Yes, you're right. I'd just like to have a look at them. I shall see if I can persuade the man who won them then. His name is Earl Bryce. What? Please do. I brought the mystery to Watson during class. What? How did one of your treasures find itself at an auction? Isn't there a disease that's making the chicken egg bad? Huh? I just thought it was the tariff thing. Is there a thing going on with chicken eggs? We're not sure, but no matter how many times Pendleton has visited the Earl's mansion, he's refused to show them to him. Don't think I've ever had quail eggs before. They're yummy. It's unfortunate. They're a priceless memento for you, so one would think he'd allow it. God bless, my dad's workplace started keeping hens for fun a few years back, and look who's laughing now. How's it feel being a millionaire, Freya? You can sell those eggs for a high price on the market right now. The concept itself isn't at all unusual, of course. Nobles in dire straits are known to sell assets and heirlooms and such at auctions, so it's not uncommon for them to change hands. Oh, it's both? The eggs are super expensive because they had to be recalled because of the disease. Oh. But those silver spoons were made in honor of my birth. Why is Watson so tall in the epilogues? Look at him, he has to crouch down to feel... Yeah, I don't get why it's only Watson that gets like a different sprite for the epilogue. Is it just like they couldn't find his like original sprites for the epilogue stuff? Were the files corrupted that they had to draw new ones? I don't get it. I had new ones made when I returned to London, since so few of our belongings were left. But it's not the same. Yet those are the ones my parents had made for me. I dearly like them back. Come on, Lupin. Do her a solid. Ow. Heads turned at a sudden shriek. There was one person in our class who had tumbled to the ground with drama. Usually if they need to redraw a character, it's because the artist got in hot water, but this is the same artist. Yeah, it's so weird. My darling, we've been blessed with a beautiful daughter. We must make a full silverware set for this wondrous occasion. Maybe just the spoons. I don't know if I trust her with forks and knives. Just a feeling. Are you alright, Lupin? I'm alright. See? I didn't break my glasses, and I didn't sprain my ankles again. Capital! If your glasses are fine, then you're fine. Oh, nonsense. You can mend a broken pair of spectacles, but man is made to be broken, for each injury attained is a lesson learnt. I have no idea what you're talking about, Akechi. Lupin's inclination for injury is certainly a special case, however. You ought to pay more attention. How many times is that counting, just today? Are they like not able to rip the sprites out of the game file or something? Yeah, I don't know. Well, just this morning I fell over once, twice actually. But hold on. You can't be using both hands to count. Honestly, I wouldn't mind starting a garden and raising some chickens if I could. Yeah, it would be nice having like a little farm. You tripped again, didn't you, Lupin? Did it hurt? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Miss Whiteley, perfect timing. I have a message to pass along. Kinda gay, Akechi. Yeah, Akechi's always gay. Miss Cicely is looking for you. She mentioned that she had something to ask you about page 3 of your last report. BuzzFeed video. Can one real Megane spot the fake Megane? Oh! Thank you for completing chapter 1, Phoenix! Woohoo! Thank you! I need to submit my own, so maybe we could see her together? Alright, I don't mind. Shall we? She appears to be spending an awful lot of time with Lupin of late. Could she have a fondness for unreliable boys? He likely stimulates some instinct to protect. She doesn't have any pets at home to mother, so why not the next best thing? Watching in the background, screaming, "Why isn't it me? It's not fair!" If she adopted him, I could see him making a mess of the home by breaking plates and knocking all the plants over. I certainly wouldn't want a dog so troublesome. They're so mean. Emily's kind enough that she'd forgive him every time. She can never be mad with someone so harmless. Harmless. Let's laugh. What does that mean? Wait, does he know that Lupin is Lupin? It's the criminal duo. They share all their secrets with each other. We ain't a simple fool as you think. You guy's fucking stupid. Really? Why did you tell such a lie? Real shy boy spots the fake shy boy. Oh my god, we get a CG with him as Megane. What lie? It's just me? Really? I peeked around the nearby vicinity and, once assured no one else was present, took my place opposite to him. The report I submitted was only 2 pages long. There was no third page. Then why did you come with me when you knew I was lying? 'Cause I wanted to make out with you, dummy. Well... Would it be an arrogant thought of mine if I were to say you wanted the same thing as me? That you wanted to be alone with your love? He's so cute as a Megane. Look at that smile. He knew the truth before being asked, of course. That smile, that adoring childish smile, told me precisely what I needed to know. It all started with that smile. That goddamn smile. Don't tease me, Lupin. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Forgive me, Emily. Oh no, he got the mansplaining pose. That's how you know he's Lupin. Spreads his clussy out. I was so charmed by your appearance that I could not help myself. You will forgive me, won't you? What will you do if I say I won't? It's so cute. It's diabolical to pair it with the intense trust issues he's instilled in Emily and us. I shall bring a bouquet of roses to your room every single night until you do. I don't need that many roses. A shame. Would you rather I give you something else? Ah, I know. The Whiteley family's silverware in Earl Bryce's possession. Getting a similar feeling to the end of Beauty and the Beast, where the Beast turns into a regular human man and a common audience reaction is put it back. So true. He's so much cuter as a furry. What? His tone spoke of the matter flippantly, but his eyes communicated a knowing plan at their surface. Not wrong. His little pussy. Your interest in them is piqued like mine, yes? Leave them to me. What are you planning? Huh? Oh yeah, those are mine. Steal that shit. Oh shit, he got the key from that one YouTuber. I simply plan to greet the Earl and excuse myself with heirlooms in hand. This master key I have here, you see, allows me to open any door. Don't dress it up when you know as well as I do that it's theft. And what will you do if someone discovers you have such a key? Throw it away. I mean, is it really stealing if he's giving it back to you? You better not be fucking lame, Emily. Not after I had to deal with like 5 hours of you being photograph pilled. Fuck you, lady. That would not suit my arrangements, so I am reluctant. And I plan to steal nothing, rather. I plan to return them to their rightful owner. As long as you're not stealing from me. That's the same thing! Why? The silverware belongs to you. It was something your parents left you. Also, am I dumb? Or did he just never explain why he couldn't give us back the photograph? Like, fully intact. Are you telling me that despite having the ear of the world's most capable gentleman thief, that he still cannot be of service to you? Because it leads you to the truth, and I guess that's bad? Huh. I understand your intent, but I wish to recover it through honest methods. Good luck with that. That Earl is a renowned collector of silverware. He'll either turn you away at the door or ask an obscene price for them. Something, gotta protect her. Oh, you never actually finished the true end, so looking forward to this. Oh, nice. Then I'll have to try and negotiate with him. I was at work, so I forgot. Besides, I don't want to see you in a cell. I never want to be separated from you again. Yeah, I guess he just never explained exactly why. He was quiet for a time before sighing softly. Wait, God, I fucking love spoons. I'm spoon maxing. I'm so fork pilled. I just did. That is what he said. Oh, so that's all he said for it. He literally said, "This will lead you to the truth." Yeah, what's so wrong with the truth, Lupin? He did not want that. Huh. You've convinced me. If that is what you want, then I'll do as you wish. I can't say I'm happy to know you'll be off meeting another man, but you have to excuse the thought, as the heart is always unreasonable. Thank you. Like the other Jacks. Are you satisfied as I was relieved until he went closer? Closer, closer. So close that our foreheads may have touched. His eyes, a regal hue beneath thick lashes, won my focus completely. Oh yeah, also a fun fact is that the CG of Queen Victoria they had in this game matches one of the dresses that she was photographed in. I think that's a nice detail. Oh wow. I feel like they really did put in a lot of research for this game, which is really funny when they forget stuff like that there are no wolves in England. Dear Emily, would you humor me with a small request? You fell off a fucking cliff chasing him. If I'm to assume he gives a shit about Emily, there's no need to question why he doesn't want her doing something dangerous when she acts like a goddamn lemming. What sort of request? Everything related to, yeah, Spellbound. Yeah, the group Spellbound, I guess. I guess you can't find out about it. If I cannot steal your treasure, would you permit me to steal a kiss instead? Right here. Here? But what if someone were to see? Never mind them. Please, I should like you to make yourself clear to me before I misunderstand. Exasperated Noel.png. Never mind them, he says. I want you to tell me that you love me to my lips. Words were no longer necessary. They meant nothing to the calm, quiet rhythm of his breath. He was greeting, as one would describe a gentleman thief, and stole my lips with zeal. They were handsomely plump, a joy to nibble. He would make it more so, kissing me with a feverish urge that grew more tempestuous on both his part and mine. Bleh. Reincarnating into an Otome game and putting myself into as many precarious situations as possible to raise my love interest affection. It gives him more opportunities to Deus Ex Machina rescue me. You're very warm. Your heart is pounding too. Watson promised me he'd tell me what Holmes was doing for my next 3 jobs if I convinced you to kiss me right here. I don't know why. It's probably unimportant. Oh, wait, Lupin! Watson is watching! I know, he asked to be here. That is your fault. So it is. Will you forgive me again for being so greedy? Handsomely well, yeah, that was very descriptive about his lips there, Emily. She's becoming a lip reviewer. You can't. You always play such dirty tricks with me. I dug my fingers into his uniform and resumed with another kiss. The school's bell rang, but in our passion did we pay it no mind. The next day, I went to visit Earl Bryce at his mansion in the Westbourne area of London, northwest of Hyde Park. It was a fine mansion built on a vast plot of land, a flaunting of wealth from its gates and beyond. I could see how Pendleton had a share of troubles here, and I fully expected to have the same. Oh shit, he's a Delph. Welcome, Miss Whiteley. It is an honor to finally meet you. Much to my surprise, Earl Bryce and his servants welcomed me. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. I wasn't expecting it to happen quite so quickly. He opened the door, which gave a loud creak, and stepped aside for me to enter first. Is he gonna be evil and, like, kidnap her? Please, don't mind the noise. This mansion is an aged one, and the doors aren't as fitted as they used to be. The floorboards creak a bit as well, so do keep that in mind. Would you like this, food that I made for you, by the way, Miss Whiteley? My maid made it special for you. I have a very passionate butler, by the by. I assume you're here for the same reason as he. The silverware, yes? Yeah, I'm very sorry that he pointed his gun at you that one time, Bryce. That's it, yes. But if you knew that, then why are you inviting me into your home? You refused my butler on numerous occasions. You are the head of House Whiteley, are you not? I wanted you to be the one to see them. Hmm? There was a time when I made my many purchases on the advice of my butlers, but it is not they whose judgment I seek. Rather, it is that of my peers. I'm sure you understand. He's classist, so you gotta kill him. Alright, time to eat the rich. Of course. Then you're willing to show me the silverware you won at the auction? Certainly. I'll have one of my servants bring them here right away. How curious. It's going much better than I expected. Unbeknownst to Emily, he like gets up and grabs like a massively oversized hammer while she's not looking. In the midst of my puzzling, one of the servants presented a white cutlery case. I counted within it 12 silver spoons, and, to my amazement, they were branded with the Whiteley coat of arms at their handles. It's really them. I recognize their shape, their every scratch. It's all as I remember, down to the coat of arms. Would these be the ones you were looking for? Absolutely. They're the exact ones from our mansion. You gotta give me $1 million. I've heard that your mother and father passed in a most unfortunate accident. Perhaps our meeting was fate. Oh, is he gonna try and marry Emily in exchange for the spoons? If you want your sponge back, you have to marry me. Ho 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 ho. You heard rightly. Though it was when I was a girl. And fated or no, you're their current rightful owner. I don't know if I have the heart to trouble you for them. If only I could return them to you without compensation, but you see how run down this mansion is. I am, however, willing to part with them for compensation relative to how much I bid. 50 at the very least will do. Why were you bidding if your house is in ruin, Bryce? $1 million American dollars, despite being British. What's a dollar? You would sell them to me for 50 pounds? Oh, no, 50 million pounds, Emily. I was at a loss. 50 pounds was no small amount, comparable to the yearly wage of a private tutor. Even if the man was a collector of silverware, and even if these spoons were a priceless artifact for my family, even if they were, at the end of the day, mere spoons, why bid so much? Yeah, especially if your house isn't doing so well, Bryce. The foundations of my home are so decayed and weak, Emily. I could hold my home up with these spoons. Hey, Lordship, I stood from my seat to get a closer glimpse of him, to observe his manner in hopes of unveiling his intentions. But before I could see too closely, we were interrupted by a servant entering the room. Your Lordship, a moment, if you please. Alright, excuse me, but I must step out for a brief moment. By all means, take them out of the case and touch them. Then he comes back and he's like, well, how are the spoons, Emily? Suspiciously 15 spoon-shaped lump inside of Emily's throat. Oh, they were great. Well, I gotta go now. Bye. You can tell me what you've decided when I return. There is, of course, room for negotiation in the price I've given you. He retired from the room. Didn't say million, so she got a deal. As he did, I heard the distinct clinking at the handle of the door. Did he just lock her in? Was it locked? Or was this door poorly fitted also? Bro, what? You could say your house is the rot. A terrible impression was left upon me, and to quell it, I approached the door and turned the handle. It was indeed locked. Something smacked the back of my head, turning my surroundings white. It was only a second before I was joking when I said that he had an oversized hammer! I was joking! Oh my god, okay, so either A, he's evil, B, Lupin is finessing this fucking moron, and is gonna come in disguise and go, ooh, you can have it for free actually. Okay, he's just evil. What do you mean, how? Who else was in the room? His ninjas, I guess. He's got some ninjas. He was able to hire ninjas despite the state of his fucking mansion. 3 days later, Emily Whiteley had yet to return. 3 days? Had yet to return from Earl Bryce's mansion. What? She left no notice of when to expect her return, and without any news of her well-being, the servants were in a grim mood that was inclined to worsen with each new unfortunate imagining that What? Pendleton, you literally know where she went. Can you please be consistent for 5 fucking seconds? What the fuck? And Lupin also knows where she's going, and he's not doing anything for 3 days? What? What? Something must have happened at that mansion. Oh, if she's been hurt. I feel like you guys should have had this discussion 3 days ago. Probably like a couple hours past her expected arrival home. To be honest. Really thought Lupin would have busted in after like a couple hours. Yeah, what the? I guess Lupin's too busy doing hot girl shit to rescue her. Stay calm, Alicia. No good can come of the other servants seeing you lose your composure. You better have a good reason for not rescuing her, Pendleton. Everyone in that mansion should be fucking dead within 12 hours. Huh? He reprimanded Alicia with a curt tongue, but Pendleton did so with a grave expression that matched her sentiments, as well as the dark blotchiness from lack of sleep beneath their eyes. Lupin got distracted sewing his maid outfit. Fair, fair. No matter the number of times he contacted the Earl's mansion, they insisted nothing more than that she already left. Her carriage and the coachman were missing as well. They were happy to not have a headache to take care of, I guess. Woohoo, vacation! That mansion is suspicious, but we lack any sort of evidence to prove it. I just hope we can... how about... Hi, I'm gonna go talk to the guy and ask for my spoons back. Their attention was turned to a gust of wind from the window. Its strength was that to send the curtains flapping wildly before they settled, as if no such gust had occurred. You discharged your gun multiple times in the most secure prison in London. You said you were in some clandestine royal spy program. The law does not apply to you. Pendleton, why are you so inconsistent, my guy? Pendleton, did you see something? Well, that is not enough evidence. No, nothing. I mean, have they even bothered to go to the guy's place and be like, hey, is Emily here? You slaughtered like 35 men in jail cells on international waters. But apparently it's too much to go to this guy's house and see if she's there. I'd wondered if it was a bird fond of Lady Whiteley coming to visit, but it must have been my imagination. Can't suspect, though, the rich guy that actually isn't very rich, that like really bid on spoons for some fucking reason. I grit my teeth. The pain was beyond me. Every attempt I made to escape this dim room underground was a failed one. Servants would enter with food in hand, and I, seeing a possible opening, would burst into a sprint only to be hurled painfully against the floor. Ugh, you don't know when to stop, do you? Behave! They trust him that much. Why are you keeping me here? 3 days? What even is the fucking angle? Yeah, huh? Silence! We have no desire to keep you. You're to remain until we can hand you. Oh, okay. They're trying to hold her for ransom, I guess. You will make more spoons for me, Emily. More whitely spoons. Chop, chop, into the mines you go. Yeah, go ahead and give your demands to Pendleton. I'm sure he will just come and kill all of you. But this whole affair is on Earl Bryce's orders, isn't it? Was this all a trap to lure me in? I don't know, Emily. You tell me. The fact that you've been down here for 3 days sure does make me think that is the case. You don't need to know anything. Answer my question! Did you use that silverware as a trap? I don't know, Emily. Maybe you should use your brain. Thinkenstein? Well, I told you to be silent. The sting upon my left cheek spread into a numbing tingle across my face. It will make me the legendary Spork. Surely they're not doing that. Footsteps. A new beam of light from the entrance. Earl Bryce was next to enter the room, his features stiff and wicked. Earl Bryce, how could you do this? She is a lively girl, isn't she? You may wear her down. Yes, sir. His servants came in hand, set about me without mercy. Jeez! You were never going to negotiate anything with me, were you? That is enough. Another cane to the back, and another. This one hurt enough to stop my breathing, but I did not scream. I didn't want to give him the satisfaction. You there. Lock the door. Lock it twice over if you're able. Just keep it in here. They sent me farther into the cell with all the carelessness of one handling luggage. Lupin? Pendleton? Where the fuck are you guys? I thought he was united in our love of spoons. I thought if anything he was just gonna like threaten like an arranged marriage, not this. Jesus Christ. There's no chance for me to break my fall. I hit the floor hard and my breathing was stolen again, but I still made no sound. I waited. And soon the door was closed and blackness, my only blanket. Surely this is some third party, and they don't seriously expect waiting 3 days and then doing a ransom would do anything. Okay, see, I was hoping this would actually be an interesting story of Lupin defaulting the crime and Emily wanted to do this legitimately. But no, I guess we're just cartoon character evil, and the character that's meant to be competent turns into a mouth-breathing dipshit so Lupin can be cool. Damn. I need to find a way to alert someone outside, but it's so dark. I'm shivering. I'm so exhausted. The floor is cold, but this cold seemed to invade me with a slimy sensation that made my body violently weak. My very veins throbbed from this vile cold. God damn it. Are we really having her being saved by Lupin again? I mean, this is London Detective Mysteria, Linux. It's been a bit since her life has been in danger. The pain was so intense that I grew numb of it, and the sound of solitude was unbearably oppressive. Yep, that's a Tome. Good luck with that. That Earl is a renowned collector of silverware. He'll either turn you away at the door or ask an obscene price for them. Yeah, where the fuck are you, Lupin? I'm about to put this under Jack. It's not that bad. At least I liked his route more. Why? That silverware belongs to you. It was something your parents left you. Fond memories of Cop Otome, where you are a cop and your MC doesn't do anything besides give an inspiring speech, get shot, get the love interest shot, and then get shot again. Was that Color X Malice or a different game? Are you telling me that despite having the ear of the world's most capable gentleman thief, that he still cannot be of service to you? Should I have accepted his offer then? No, it wouldn't have been right. It's been 4 times this route? Eh? Get new material. Wait, has it really been 4 times? I should have been more careful. I looked into the Earl before visiting and found an honest method to recover them. If they take me somewhere far away from Lupin, will he still come after me? Try to find me? Can he? I don't know, you tell me, Emily. I'm right here. Skaith! I want to see you again. Save me, Lupin. Lupin better be busting in right now. What a futile thing to wish under the crushing weight of a silent room. It is that bad? Earl Bryce's mansion was hit. Another day? Okay. What? Earl Bryce's mansion was hidden within a thick fog that evening. What? Earl Count Bryce. His family has been on the decline, but his extravagant spending habits have not. His investment in recent business venture failed spectacularly. Okay, so he's cross. He's cross with Shidamiya, I see. To offset his mountains of debt, he's involved himself rather privately in the buying and selling of stolen goods. Oh, it was a mobile game. Oh, I see. Lupin is like Persona 5 Makoto to warp the plot around her to make everyone stupid so her incredibly simple ideas seem like genius. He siphons competency in the aura. Even his servants have their air of murders. Those dogs he has everywhere must mean he has something worth guarding. He did in fact possess many dogs. They cannot be seen, but they growled and barked with a dark menace that would turn away most would-be intruders. Are you sure that's a dog? That might actually be a wolf. The rapists, the wolves, the cliffs, and now. Wait, why is the cliffs counted as a thing? It should be 5. She was held hostage by Moriarty too. Okay, there we go. Like, yes, Jack was boring, but at least his presence isn't an active detriment to every character around him. Forgive me yet again, Emily, but I'm no longer convinced I can do things your way. Right? He just had to let Emily marinate a bit. 5 times this route. Wait, is his first name Count, or is his title something... is his title somehow Earl Count? I'm assuming that's just his title? I assume. That'd be funny if that was just his name. Tonight, I will have to steal the most valuable treasure there is. You. This may really be under Jack. I don't know, he wore a maid outfit in the bad ending. Bork, it's just some guy who's doing the borking. I'm counting the cliff. I wouldn't judge this route based on how often Emily gets into trouble. We've long since accepted that Emily is a danger-prone idiot. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not... How are the New Game Plus required routes the most ass, bro? He kicked off the surface, upon which he rested and landed within the mansion's ground without issue, as did another. I will. This is no servant, but they have that same terrifying air about them. If we can get some mini arc going on for this epilogue going on, it wouldn't be unsalvageable. Listen, Lupin just needs to put on the maid outfit, and then I will applaud and call it the best route. Instinctively, Lupin brandished his cards and slinked towards this individual. The first step, the second, the third, before their face became known to him. Oh, Pendleton! Wow. Hey. It's about time, huh? It's about time we both showed up, huh? I suspected it was you. Well, I did not suspect you. A curious place to prepare tea. Would you not agree? It didn't really go into the direction we thought it'd go. I promise I wasn't like this like 4 routes ago. Neither were in the mood for pleasantries. Pendleton had his pistol pointed at Lupin's forehead, whilst Lupin, unfearing, had his own weapons caressing the butler's neck. It was just Watson, but otherwise a funny time. 4 days. It took both of you 4 fucking days. That's like half a week, bro. I'm merely here on business, so I beg your pardon, I have no tea to serve you. Oh, that's quite alright. No butler of your caliber would waltz about with a prepared cup beneath their coat, for they wouldn't dream of serving tea that's gone cold. I'm pleased you understand. There'll be plenty of time to enjoy a steaming cup after Lady Whiteley is back in the comfort of her home. For now. Oh, excuse me! Oh my god. May I assume we're here on similar business? Everyone agrees that the ideal amount of time to let a lady marinate is 96 hours. In this moment, a truce for the sake of a common goal was made. Oh, thank you for all the blessings. What's happening? What is this commotion? How'd it take them 4 days to check the mansion of the guy who had the spoons Emily wanted? Come on, y'all! Jack wouldn't have fucked around. This place would have been a bloodbath before the sun went down. That's all I'm saying. You know, you kind of spitting. You're kind of spitting. A disturbance had disrupted Earl Bryce's otherwise peaceful evening, and this would not do. He stormed through the mansion, voice raised for all to hear in a livid huff. It was not just the disruption of peace. Emily Whiteley was a pawn, a key, to reversing the debt-ridden state of House Bryce. He needed only to hand her to the organization upon capture, but even this simple step required a delicateness that left him paranoid of every minor dilemma. In the distance, he heard the sound of cries and gunfire. He gripped the small key in his hand more tightly with every new sound. Your lordship! 2 intruders are presently inside the mansion. One of them's acting as a decoy to gain our attention. The other, it appears, has come to rescue the girl. By the time I hurried down to see her, she was already gone. And here it is. This is the card I found in the hallway. Let me see. That's assuming his brain cells would have been fried for plot, though. This would have been cool, but 4 days of her getting beat with sticks because the 2 hyper-competent Goku characters instead of like 24 hours. I'm over it. I don't care how cool it would have been. Okay, at the very least, yes, this is obviously not a ransom angle. They got that much. Oh, he's using the same card from earlier in the route. Curses. Gentleman thief Lupin is behind this? He sent no notice. What could he want? How does he know he's trying to be a distraction? Is one of them just doing a silly dance? Right? The card does look nice. They should release like playing cards of this design. They did actually make like a replica of the really uncomfy looking ring that they wear in this game. Now you too can fight off a pack of wolves in a cave. Fight now. I'm ordering you to walk ahead of me. We're to descend the stairs to inspect. Oh, there's no need for that, for you see, I must insist our reunion consists of just her and me, Earl Bryce. So you're Lupin, are you? You loathsome wretch. One of them was just doing a silly little dance and going, "Do you hate me? Do you hate me? Don't look at the hoe I came in with. Look at me." I like to imagine that was Lupin. The key be damned. The Earl removed a gun from his coat and aimed to fire without pause. Guns are very distracting. Card attack! The gun was knocked from him before he could fire. Lupin, wholly the better combatant, pointed his card so that his victim could feel its sharpness against his skin. Not even shooting at anyone, just random firing. "Spare my life and I'll give you the key." The goons pointing at the guy doing the distraction and losing their damn mind because of his sick moves. "Keep it. I'd be willing to bet it's a fake. It's a false key anyway. And the locks in the mansion are so easy to pick that I can have them open in seconds." "Alright, Pendleton, come on. I know you're not a bitch. I know you killed this guy. No second thought." Which gives me a spectacular idea. What would you say if I tried something with a bit more glamour? I could blow the door to smithereens, surrounding walls and all. The only catch is that the yard would come. Neither of us would want that, would we? I mean, you guys already kind of were shooting guns. I feel like Scotland Yard probably heard that. Unless this mansion is like out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. No! Please! Don't do that! Oh, alright. I'm a reasonable man, so we'll present you with a choice. I can be quick with your death, or I can slice the carotid artery of that fat neck open and spray blood all over your precious mansion, while you still breathe a few minutes more. Choose. Damn! Okay, Lupin. Okay. Okay, now you're just cool with killing people now? Again, randomly? He changed ever since he met Moriarty. Whole arc about the revenge thing. I've decided I'm gonna kill people now. That was a big deal? Never mind. Why are the rapists still alive? Murder is based. Except for rapists, apparently. The rapists can run free, I guess. Gentleman Thief Lupin, I thought you stole aught, but you wish to take my life as well? This should have been Pendleton. I never wished for something so hideous. My anger stems from your defilement of one of Emily's beautiful memories. How dare you use one of her family's treasures against her? It should have been Pendleton dialogue. Earl Bryce was at last assaulted, not by one of Lupin's cards, but by his tightly clenched fist. I want nothing in this mansion other than her. Even dirt has more glitter than your despicable life. Lupin turned away to see he had a single spectator. Lupin is the Clavier Gavin in London Detective Mysteria. You really don't like Clavier, huh? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Twy. Oh. Hold on, I want to drink a little bit more. That was really good. Ah. Whew. And thank you for taking a moment. Lupin turned away to see he had a single spectator. So, how long have you been there? If you're not gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him. I won't hesitate, bitch. Please, Clavier is but a little German boy playing gay little songs on his guitar. Yeah, he's cute. I love his toilet roll hair. Around when you pointed your card at his neck, I suppose. And I have to agree, this mansion's art is particularly disagreeable. If that's all he did, I wouldn't have a problem. He stood there and watched the entire scene unfold with a smile. Some butler you are. Why, thank you. Now I have something to discuss with our fair Earl at this time, so if it pleases you, I will leave Lady Whiteley's rescue to you. If that's all he... Oh wait, no shrimping? I can't shrimp? I would have done so even if you didn't want me to. Lupin departed from the room. Spark Brushel clears. No, oh, this guy is dead. Yep. If Lupin didn't kill him, then definitely Pendleton is like right about to murder him the moment Lupin gets out of here. At least he better. When thieves want something hidden, they unconsciously leave them close by. To steal from others makes one much more wary of what can be stolen from them. Thank you for deciding to actually be the character you are instead of moron who exists to get outsmarted by Lupin. The butler approached the Earl, now on the ground and unmoving after being struck by Lupin. He kneeled and reached out towards his chest. I shall be taking this contract you signed with Spellbound, Earl Bryce. Pendleton retrieved the document from an inner pocket and stealthily placed it in his own. And then he murdered him. What was that? I thought I heard something. It had come from without. Wait, what? It had come from without? Without? Within? Though it was dark, my eyes had grown used, and so I looked to the door and waited. A small click, and the jostle of a turn signaled it was now unlocked. At last, I found you. It's 8 p.m. It's time for your daily stick button. Oh, already? Lupin? What are you doing here? Why did it take you 4 days? What the fuck is wrong with you, Lupin? You knew where I was going! Aw, man, I hate the stick beating. Is it not obvious I've come to escort you? You've been a naughty girl again, haven't you? His appearance and my state were as such that I cannot understand it, but he was here. He stepped forwards to hold me, and in the seconds he first did so, that horrible cold that possessed me was thwarted. Thank you. But how did you get in here? I got to smoke opium in the boat jail, you know. This is bottom 3 jail treatment. I've been in a lot of jails. Illegally. What kind of question is that, you idiot? He broke in. My master key is ever the loyal companion. It had to make that relevant again. I didn't think you would notice how many days it's been. I was just relaxing about. Oh, that! You never threw it away then? Why would he? Even if he's not like stealing from people, having something that opens whatever is useful. Like if you lose your like car keys or something. Of course not. One can never be too prepared. Holmes, too, carries a number of things that would cause the law to turn up its nose in disgust. Why are you talking about Holmes when we're alone together? Can we please talk about us? That's different, but I suppose I owe it to that key that I can now escape. Yeah, how do you know that? How do you know the intimate details of what Holmes has on his person? I sighed and every muscle in my body relaxed. At last, the tension was gone. So, my belle princess, will you allow me to steal you away? Lupin said this to me in a sweet whisper, with a docility that made sense of the awful situation without asking. He made me feel so safe that, were I to cry then, I could do it knowing he was there to hold me. Will you return me to my rightful owner? Yeah, I mean, Pendleton's right here with me, so... The castle must be in an uproar because of your disappearance, but you must know, the true owner of your heart is me. Why'd you say it like that? She's into doing some RPs with Lupin. Lupin led me out of the mansion with care. The clear night air, which I had not breathed for too long, was ambrosia to my lungs. I'm certain your butler will take care of the rest from here. Pendleton? Was he here? The very first puppy girl of the 20th century. And then Lupin looks away and he's like, yeah, if you smell something that smells like iron when he comes home, just look the other way, Emily. We met one another at the entrance, yes. Your carriage's coachman sent him a message, something to that something to that effect. I see. I'm sure this all could have been avoided if not for my actions. Not at all. The Earl would be the one to blame. Do you honestly believe someone capable of such underhanded tactics didn't possess any other skeletons in his closet? I mean, you literally were getting whipped and beaten. The truth was clear the moment I stepped into that mansion. It is a hive of stolen goods. That auction was his way of laundering them all. How awful. The only thing on my mind when I stepped inside was my silverware. Man, I fucking hate thieves. I think all thieves should get murdered. And what a lack of class. At least I make a dirty deed look tasteful. Yeah, I noticed you tend to hyper-focus on things you don't have, but you think they belong to you. Oh my, I never thought you would admit it. When I looked up, I was at a loss. I never knew he would wear such an expression of sorrow. I'm just so happy you're safe, Emily. I truly am. Lupin drew me in to take my breath away, as he so often had in the past. Emily, I don't think you've ever been at a have. I felt his arms along my waist, looked at my back to keep me close. I missed his touch. So sensitive I was to it now that I was overcome with emotion. It's been 4 days, Lupin. I miss your touch. He gave me a light kiss before speaking again, his attention only on me. I know my job includes returning the rescued princess to her castle, and yet I have no desire to leave you. Would you care to stay with me for a little while longer? Hold on. Let me just get this ready. Just in case. How could he ask me when he knew the answer? I mean, credit to Lupin at least. He has the decency to still love his girl after 4 days of being starved, presumably not bathing, and repeatedly beat with sticks. He definitely had the right answer to the worm question. I didn't want to look away for even a moment, and so unblinkingly, awkwardly, I gave the smallest nod of my head. I'm going to whisk you off elsewhere in an instant. Close your eyes and trust in me to be your guide. We're gonna give you a bath. Bitch, you stanky. Alright, like this? The wind was gentle that night. As I leant against him, his scent continued to ease me in a way nothing else surely could. How much would the game change if Emily were replaced with an endangered worm? She is already an endangered worm. I did not recall closing my eyes, nor did I recall time passing before I next opened them. Well, we're here, my princess. O'Hare's here. Oh, is this his house? What happened? We were outside, and then, quite suddenly to me, we were wherever here happened to be. Where are we? We're at a suite in one of the finest hotels in London. This is one of my many hideouts, as it happens. Please, God, have Arsene slide onto screen in his underwear with that old-time rock and roll playing. Oh my, boy, I did not know you were here today. Oh, it's a hotel, damn it. If only. Wait, it's a hotel? The room was illumined by candles, giving its walls an affectionate red hue. It took only moments to observe its extravagant furnishings, portraits, a canopied bed, and a cozy chair on which I was sitting. Fancy ass hotel. Barney? Yeah, he defends us. Barney is our patron saint. That whenever we have sexy moments in game, he shields our eyes from it. Lupin stood next to me with a glass in hand. That's a good one. Thanks for saving us, Barney. There was more. A table lined with roast chicken, mashed potatoes, fish pie, berry tarts, and whatever else I could have very much been in the mood for upon waking. Yeah, girl, eat that shit. Get fatter. Where on earth did this food come from? And how are we here? Weren't we only just outside? Lupin chuckled before taking my hand to interlock our fingers. Lupin, you gotta start off with easier food when someone hasn't eaten in 4 days. Give her some soup. You see, I used magic. Magnificent spell that allows us to be alone together. What? Don't be silly. Magic isn't... I don't believe in magic. Magic is real! But we're alone now, aren't we? Well, we are, but that can't mean you can use magic, surely. No, there must be some trick to it. Clearly, you used bombs. You won't even have the heart to eat till you've solved this mystery, won't you, Your Highness? Then I shall reveal my secret. Indeed, they were a bunch of tiny little bombs. The secret being, no secret at all. You were tired after your terrible ordeal. Magic isn't real. The girl, I assume, has never developed object permanence. From here, you found enough security in my arms to bid yourself a deep, restful sleep. I placed you in this chair delicately upon our arrival so as not to wake you, and there you remained, and that is all. You should really take a bath, you're quite stinky. It's a miracle that she is alive. Oh, really? I hadn't noticed. I was so tired. You must have been. You were out the moment you closed your eyes. So, are you ready to eat now? I would delight in feeding you myself if you prefer. Reminds me of an Otome game where one of the love interests thought the hospital gown looked too pitiful on the protagonist, so asked that she be changed into a pure white chiffon gown before surgery? What? What game is that? God, I love Otome games. I'm quite comfortable feeding myself, thank you. I'll start with this here. Days of no proper meal reminded me anew how good food could taste. I missed this. How wonderful food on an empty stomach was. Did they tell her no? They should have. Hi there, Moggy. Love pheromone. The gown is optional, I think, but gives you an extra scene. Holy shit. Hold on, let me look this up. Is this like one of those episode games? You can wear the ugly dress for free. Oh. Okay. I like this art. This art looks really good. I'll have to check this out sometime. Okay, so it's like a phone game. Wait, what? I just read the VNDB entry for this. What? You have a very special love pheromone where the scent decides your class? What? Your love pheromone can evoke human instinctual impulses. Is this power a blessing or a curse? What? Wait, what? They have classes that depend on how stinky you are? Excuse me? What? It's smell based? Is this a megaverse? The Megane route is the only route in which the climax does not involve dismantling the smell based cheese. Holy shit! Damn, I thought I was gonna play Cinderella Phenomenon's like fan disc for my next Otome game. That might need to be the next Otome game I play. It is basically a megaverse, and you do have lots and lots of sex off screen. Jesus. And I came to my senses quickly when I noticed Lupin hadn't taken a single bite. He simply watched me, a contented expression crossing his face. Aren't you going to eat anything? I did while you were passed out. I love watching you being a little piggy, Emily. When it's more fun to watch you, I wouldn't miss that. Like making a straight VN. Wait, what? Alright, Tomei Writer's just one bad day away from writing hentai. But Tomei are straight VNs, dwarf. I don't think so. Please don't. It's rather difficult to relax when you stare at me so. I can safely say I'd never heard of anything like that. It's an original idea, that's for sure. Sniff-based class system. Why? Come, open your mouth and gorge yourself till your cheeks are fat with stuffing. I could enjoy the... He really just said, yeah, girl, keep eating. Get fatter. Post the gif in chat, please. The sniffer game. The sniffer. How can you say that? I won't need another bite now. Protag is the specialist smeller because her pheromones are out of whack. So instead of exuding, yes, I am single and ready to mingle pheromones when she's horny, she does it whenever she's terrified. Life is difficult for her. What the fuck? You blush so often, but I still swoon upon the sight every time. You're making it worse. Thank you, dwarf. Yeah, keep eating that shit. Yeah, get fatter. Oh! Thanks for completing chapter 2, Phoenix! Oh, thank you! I gained my composure shortly by means of distracting myself. The first thing that caught my attention were the numerous portraits along the walls. Or rather, it was a single portrait that impressed me over the rest. One of a dignified man with a boldly clipped mustache and royal-colored eyes, sharpened by a natural dominance. Specialist Smeller, the specialist girl in the world. Oh my god. Okay, so I missed most of the route, so where is it at on the tier list so far? Like, the middle. I hate this route more than Jack's now. Only real notable update. Yeah, they ruined Dwarf's favorite character, Pendleton, in Lupin's route. Lupin, do you know who that is? What did Pendleton do? What didn't Pendleton do? Emily was like, I'm going to this guy's house to get my spoons back. And do you believe it is acceptable that Lupin also waited 4 fucking days? No. It makes no sense to me at all why they waited that long. Ironically, I liked Lupin's bad ending route more. Yeah, same here. I like Lupin's bad ending. And don't just accuse me. He is my grandfather on my mother's side. He owned several castles deep in the mountains of France, where I am from. And it is not just him. All of these are portraits of my family. He has castles in France? And are any of these portraits of your mother? Unfortunately, no. They set fire to her portraits when she left home. No matter how hard I searched, I've never been able to find a single portrait of her. I cannot steal what I cannot find, right? Even if he spoke to it to a frivolous melody, he could not disguise the hurt that lay beneath. She was a woman of astounding beauty, so there was no end to the painters who wished to commit her to canvas, to capture such beauty in a portrait, for all to see. Now you see, they went to his gate and his doorman went, I don't care what the problem is, she left no problem, and they did not follow up on it. They're too trusting. I thought that there must be a portrait of her left somewhere. There was a time when I obsessed over finding one, but that time has long since passed. I was an idiot back then, truly. Finding a portrait was never going to bring her back to me. It was ever melodious, this soft laugh of his, before he turned his back to me. I'm a gentleman thief. I chase what I want, and yet there is oftentimes a paralyzing fear that the chase will come to nothing. But the chase continues against my fears, for I am greedy, and I am a liar. Oh god. I can at least believe that Pendleton would wait a very, very small amount of time before looking into it if he got that answer. Lupin has literally no excuse. He would 1000% know better. If you're making every other character on the route stupid, and then you are also stupid, then what is the point? Lupin, you sure do talk about your mom a lot around me. Is this a thing? Should I be worried? He's a mommy's boy. So everything really did just go downhill after Akechi. Yeah, Akechi was the best route in the game. Bar none. I threw my arms around him from his back. Lupin did not expect this. There was an instinctive resistance that came from being surprised, but it only made me hold him tighter. My forehead rested between the blades of his back. I have absolutely nothing to say about Akechi's route. No notes. I have a lot of things to say about Akechi's route. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. They did his route really well. Though I was ready to speak, I wish I could have said my part knowing his face. I'm so grateful it was you who came to my rescue. And I'm sorry for worrying you. If I hadn't been so consumed with that memento. But then again, you should have just given me my fucking photograph, so whose real fault is it? I have no fucking mementos. Can you blame me for wanting the spoons after you burnt my fucking photo? Not at all. You should take what you want more often. I hold that Holmes was fine, but the epilogue took a nosedive. I found his epilogue funny, actually. That he, like, got one-itis for a bit and he became stupid because of it. He placed his hand over mine. It was competently constructed and good, and nothing was glaringly stupid. But you're much too righteous and modest to do that. That's why I wanted to be the one to give you what you wanted. It was... Yeah, Holmes was decent, yeah. Holmes is my second favorite. It's funny to hear a gentleman thief speak of charity. I merely believe that art has a right to choose who is to keep it. He finally turned to me. He just did. Holmes' epilogue was literally what you wanted from this fucking route. Competition. Well, the epilogue had that bit of xenophobia, and then you seemed pretty upset about the rat shooting. Wait. Oh, right. Holmes had the rat shooting. Wait, was it Holmes' route that had the rat shooting? Yeah. It was Holmes' route that had the rat shooter. And yeah, Akechi's just route in general had a lot of xenophobia. That was kind of the point, though. Show how fucked up it is. I could read in his violet eyes a desire that was all too direct for any evasion. My heart thumped from a welcome expectancy I entertained no further, and to it, which he certainly had to notice, he said nothing. Lupin? What is it? The final kill shot for Watson's character made it a 100% necessary sacrifice. Before I could ask, I was lifted from the chair in a competing mix that was dainty as it was urgent. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was Holmes. I wasn't sure if it was Holmes or the bomb route. Wait, are you guys sure it wasn't the bomb route? I thought it was the bomb route. Our destination was to be the canopied bed. You've had your hand on your back for a while, haven't you? Was it injured? Let me see. Huh? My lack of innocence proved rattling ideas and no response as he wished. To show my back would require unbuttoning my blouse. It took little to picture the result of exposed skin where I now lay. We finally dropped all pretense for him. Yeah, but Akechi wasn't the one being xenophobic. Yeah, the whole point of his route, like, with the xenophobia was, like, being like, these people that are being racist to Akechi fucking suck. Akechi's cool. It's alright, I swear. It's just a bit numb, so I wouldn't worry about... Just let me help you. If he was not the rat shooter, I would have never said, you know what, turn this idiot's volume down. The 35% volume rat shooting cuck. He was just the weird one-itis guy until then. Needed to happen. Oh wait, yeah, that was the Baker Boys route. Still, lady, you got beat with sticks for 4 days. You should be at a doctor. You should be at Watson's office so a doctor can check on you while Watson watches. Nope, sorry. It's time to be Icha. He certainly did not play the fool in this scenario, but there was, before his boyhood eagerness, a humility that placed my agreement first and foremost. It was the sight of him that was perhaps the most adoring. I looked away and Barney was on screen with the yeah, he's our patron deity. For whenever anything adult and not Christian appears on screen. Sorry, I don't mean to be so adamant as to make you wary. Why does the pun keep leading you into injuries you do not get checked out? Why you got a flashlight, buddy? I know you can't turn that shit on with your big ass hands. I just want to be sure you're right. I don't want to learn that I could have done something after it's too late. May I? His concern was sincere. The more he waited, the more a docile manner emerged. Very blessed. I should use somebody like Barney for my censor screen instead of Jeff Bezos. Oh my god, you used Jeff Bezos for your censor screen? I understood this manner. For if I were in his position, I would have been as concerned for him as he was for me. Yes, you may. I'll tell you when it's alright to look. So, if you could turn away for now. Of course. Lupin obeyed. My fingers were paused at my collar to make certain he would remain obedient. And he was. Though I had unbuttoned myself 1,000 times, his presence made it feel as though it were a first. I fumbled through trembling hands down the row. Is this another mom thing, Lupin? Your mom who got critically injured and died in front of you? He's projecting. Stay calm now. It's only your back you're showing him. I go, whoops, can't show that on a Bezos server. That's a good one. Never had the sound of clothing sliding down skin been as loud as it was in this moment. My shoulders became bare and my face dyed a deeper shade of red that I never realized could be achieved. Oh no, I am a lady. We cannot go to first base. Women who fell off a cliff chasing him. Oh. Barney. What reason is there to be embarrassed? There's nothing new to him. Wait, in that cave. After all the time I'd taken to forget that, there it was again. The memory froze my hands in place. Emily, here. A certain scent seemed to hang in the air when, as Lupin, without looking, placed his coat over my shoulders. Oh my god, you must be part of like those higher ups in the Scent Society, Lupin. You smell good. Use this. I'd hate for you to get cold. Thank you. He loves it when women die in front of him. That's his type. The smell makes it feel as though his arms are wrapped around me. Is that why he's so clumsy? He's channeling what he wants to happen. It'd be so funny if Emily went, you know what, this is bullshit actually. You had pants on. The act allowed me to finish undressing myself. Wait, like, since when was there censor-worthy stuff in this game? Oh, wait. Moggy, you weren't here for the cave incident, huh? Yeah, when Emily was naked with Lupin. Yeah, so Emily fell into a lake and Lupin rescued her, and then they got in a cave, and then they were like, oh, she's so cold, I gotta strip her naked and hug her. And then he's like, okay, there's like wolves in this cave, so I have to fight them off with cards to keep her safe. It's alright to look now. It was my turn to face my back to him, and as I did so, all sensitivity concentrated to this one exposed surface. His coat became my new blouse at the front, a foreign fabric that I had to quickly adjust to feeling, lest my mind get the better of me in a period of magnificent anxiety. Yeah, Lupin was in Emily's cave. Still, I cannot. The thought of him looking at my back with a harshly observant gaze, be it from want or concern, would not leave me. I concentrated my focus on the floor in hopes of dismissing it, but the imagination is a persistent thing. Yeah, he beat up some non-existent wolves with his fucking cards. Oh, the wolves were outside. Oh, okay. It is a bit red. He cradled me in a careful, precious motion to prevent my being startled, but the act was pointless beyond being gentlemanly, for the whisper of his voice next to my ear was enough to stir me. I fell and hit the ground before. Emily, why don't you just say he whipped me with canes? When you were imprisoned, but you didn't fall, did you? Sorry, I phrased that wrong. It's alright. It's in the past. It was 3 hours ago, Emily. I understand what happened now. I should have punched that imbecile a few more times. Oh, don't worry. Pendleton murdered him. It's okay. He enveloped me as I leant back into him, and to this I was rewarded with the heated rhythm of breath on skin. He fought wolves? Yep. The non-existent wolves that exist in Britain. You're shivering. Are you cold? Not at all. Yeah, he fought off wolves with a sprained ankle, a pack of cards, and a dream. And Emily was knocked out the entire time. So what was the point of that scene? Yeah! I don't get it. I still don't get that scene. Really? But you're like a kitten that's been left in the rain. What, you only get to lie, Lupin, huh? I lie about smart things. You're lying about getting beaten with sticks for 4 days. We are not the same. My mind went numb. This is pleasant. More than pleasant, really. Guys, we have no way of knowing Lupin was badass. Just add a scene of him fighting wolves. We don't have time for that. Just make him say he did it, God! Oh my god, he calls her kitten. She's his Discord kitten. Dear kitten, I would ask that you not bite your pretty lips to let us know how cool he is. I never wanted my drink, but he did, placing a finger at the bottom lip to stop me. More anxiety, another burst of anticipation. The mixture came to color my cheeks, puff my lips, soften my brow, colliding in a most intriguing way that I had never felt before with anyone. But how? With such an unassuming light touch. How? Make him say he fought wolves that are nearly extinct in England. Why is Lupin's root the most R18? 'Cause he's French. I thought then, a prince of fairy tales could not pluck a forest flower with more care than the way he cared for me. I'm not a kitten. So you want. You're a woman who is slim and soft, but brave. You sparkle with more shine than any gem I've ever seen. Distracts people so they don't stop and think about it. You make me want to kiss you, to show you my love and admiration. Then my nerves cried in a valiant protest from a new warmth. It was a kiss Lupin planted on the back of my neck. A sweet small kiss that did the damage of kisses with 10 times the passion. Geez, how long is this epilogue? Surely he would say something. Surely he would see how I blushed. Surely he knew my heart was racing and that I could no longer take the suspense. Speak, Lupin, speak. We're supposed to be watching Tasokare Hotel and Dot Hack Legend of Twilight in the Discord later. Hurry up with your sloppy makeouts. Instead, I called his name in a voice that was as pitiful as it was hoarse. Yet he appeared to hear it, caressing my hair whilst responding. Whenever you say my name, I'm elated beyond measure, and then I want more. We sure ain't starting True Root this trip. Yeah, definitely not. I want to hear you say more than my name, to learn for the inflection your voice makes as it leaves your lips. Sounds like they're gonna. And then in a single motion did my world turn upside down. Oh my. The bed creaked as he lay me against its surface. And so it was this, I below him sinking into soft sheets, and he above me, admiring my every feature with a distinct tenderness I did not mind. Emily, will you always love me? I... The candles remained our only source of light. No modern extravagancies, no natural glow of the moon. The walls were imbued by the intimate shades of fire, and beyond their poor reach were the shadows that made the room feel smaller. Pendleton axing down the door. Where's milady? These shades played into Lupin's eyes whilst he admired me, and I, in turn, could only gaze back. The world was made of him and me, of this room and its dark weight, of the breathing I only barely realized were being held beneath his watchful eye. Need Lupin's dad to interrupt this. Oh, Lupin, I made you your lunch. Will you let me hear your answer? The wolves came back. Through all this, he was insecure. The two of them, when Pendleton or Lupin's dad inevitably interrupt them. I remembered. All these emotions I was feeling could only be conveyed so much. My heart felt short of bursting through my chest, and the blush on my cheeks had never been more fierce than now. But he was still a coward. This moment, all moments of the past, and the moments that were to come terrified him, as that was the coward's way, but he persisted for me, played bold for me. Indeed, he spoke and acted with a vulnerable heart. I wanted to answer his bravery. I stole 48 precious diamonds. Woo! Big Dick is back in town! Oh, hello, my boy. I love you. You can be cruel, but you're also kind. You can be a liar, but you're faithful to me. Except for that time that, like, you left me for, like, a solid week. That kind of sucked ass. Also, thank you for installing the game, Jackie. Thank you. I love you, who found me, who now looks at only me. I love you with all my soul, Lupin, and I always will. Thank you, Emily. Bun Bun, how are you? Oh, I'm doing really good. Hi, Jirachi. Hello. How are you doing? You came right during a very R18 moment. Welcome. And I love you. No one else can make me feel as whole. My heart is completely and utterly yours. A sight gave way to sensation as I closed my eyes. Am I gonna need to bring Barney back up? Oh god, they kissed! Not safe for work. There was a kiss on my lips, a closeness, a rise in heat from bodies to which I confess. I cannot state who was which, once two were bound into one. In an R18 moment, isn't that just an Elias dream? Oi! They kissed again, deeper and more passionately. They kissed. The best kind of moments. R18 with Bun Bun. As he drew me closer with an unrestrained wanting, I could feel his heartbeat through my chest. He could feel mine. They soon raced together to a harmonious flutter. A heavy scent hung in the air. What a wonderful scent it was! Please stop talking about scents. I can't stop thinking of that other Tome game. Is it money? Oh my god, they did a fade to black. They banged. They definitely banged. I read no one else makes me feel as a whore. Huh? You. The light of day had come to greet me. I opened my eyes. The amount of detail on his lips is lewd. This is actually Barney's route. True. Maybe Jack will cockblock him. Need a payoff for that earlier scene. Damn. Huh? This wasn't right. I found myself not in the hotel of the night before, but in the comfort of my bedroom, dressed appropriately in a night. Was that all a dream? Was that a wet dream? Oi, Gov, you two wrestling over there? If it's okay, could I DM you after stream? I wanted to ask you a question. Yeah, sure, go right ahead. Oh yeah, warning and love pheromone for human trafficking and sex trafficking and hunting the poor for sport. Usual dystopian stuff. I need to play this game. What is this game? Next to my pillow was a card I knew well. The Queen of Hearts. Lupin? Wait, did he really? Wait, no, I'm flummoxed. This isn't the end, is it? Oh my. It is the end. Give up, Papa. Oh, ma foi. Never was there a more splendid disaster than this. If you have something to say, just come out and say it. You, my son, are spineless. I thought you a man. I thought you my flesh and blood. Don't you know? Your mother and I lost ourselves to passion the very day we met. Jeez. Why does that just sound like BioShock? That is not a story I want to hear. I don't want to hear about you fucking my mom. Next to my pillow is a bill for the hotel room. I don't intend to do things a certain way simply because that was how you did them. I'd prefer to nurture our love. Rubbish, lies. True love is when you plan your time with her down to the letter, and then you watch those plans go flying out the window the second you lay eyes upon her. I did not actually enjoy Love Pheromone very much, so I hope to enjoy it vicariously through others. Jean, my boy, always remember to wear the gloves before you make... I know how to love her quite well, Papa. My method puts her needs first, something you could stand to try once in your life. That cuts me deep, you rude child. But fortunately for you, I am more proud to hear you speak of nurturing love. Never did I think this day would come. This is all thanks to the brilliant education I had given you. Perhaps you owe me a word of thanks. I know. Bring Emily home sometime. I shall welcome her the proper French way. I am never bringing Emily home. I'd rather die. And I thought I said not to use her name. It makes me ill. Is this perhaps a man of rebellion? Well, have at you. Father has more to fear in life than the spirit of youth. What? God help me. Why did you give me a father like him? He's gotta shoot his dad. Yeah, he just said he was gonna make out with his girlfriend. What the fuck? How long have I been home? I was with Lupin, certainly, so how am I here? Pendleton broke in and dragged her away. Why did he hate his father again? Pretty much the same reason that Holmes hates his dad. And also because he likes his mom a bit too much. So he's jealous of his dad. Was it all a dream then? But if it wasn't, then he's like pissed off at him for like letting his mom die. I think is like the actual reason he's pissed off at him. But would you not hate your dad if your dad was Sherlock Holmes? True. Yeah, teen rebellion. And then there's like the whole, I am supposed to be the next Lupin. I need to be better than him. A sudden knock on the door caused me to sit up with fluster. Pardon me. Good morning, my lady. Isn't Holmes the epitome of intelligence does not mean emotional intelligence? Pendleton, regarding what happened yesterday. If you're concerned with what happened to Earl Bryce, then you needn't be. I sorted everything out. He is dead. I murdered him. Many stolen goods were found within his mansion, and there were evidence of his involvement in organized crime as well. The most unrealistic part of this is that Herlock and Watson are not brothers. Right? Spellbound being one of his contacts, it seems. My heart is lighter with you, having been rescued before anything happened. But I feel it may be worth continuing to investigate the man. Pendleton entered, huh? There's a weird amount of dirt on his sleeves. You're right. Please do. But after that, You've been fast asleep since your return, my lady. Pendleton spoke whilst he removed the card from my bed. Do you think Holmes Sr. had to be taught not to offer a baby opium? Oh, definitely. Oh dear, how did a piece of rubbish come to be on your bed? I should dispose of it right away. No, wait, that's... What is it? Is it something important to you? He wasn't taught that. He still believes they're just party poppers for not letting him. Those babies are missing out. This is the good shit. Oh, no, that isn't it. Dash it all. He was much too clever for me to resist the idea without arousing suspicion. Knowing this battle would be lost, I lowered my hand with some reluctance. Whatever you're about to say, my lady, I absolutely do not want to fucking hear it. I'm of the opinion that you should take the day off school and rest. Ah, yes. Speaking of school, I was told Lupin came to visit. What? He did? Indeed. It was Alicia who tended to him, so I didn't speak with him myself, but he brought copies of his notes from the works you missed during... Is he gonna dress up as the maid again? I hope so. I've left them on your table, so by all means, take a look at them. Now, if you will excuse me. I left my bed as Pendleton retired and wandered to my table. The notes he'd mentioned were present, as well as something rather unexpected. Hell, isn't this case... It was a familiar white cutlery case. Oh, he stole the spoons! Oh my, I can't believe it. Within it, I counted 12 silver spoons, each one so immaculate they glittered in the sun. A white cutlery case. About this white. It's my present from Mother and Father. Could... Accompanying this case was a single red rose and card, which read... To my beloved, my unending thanks and love for your smile. At the end, may their futures be one of bliss. Alright, so I guess I overestimated again how long these epilogues can be, but we will do the final route next time. So apparently the final route has an epilogue as well, so it'll probably still be a bit. It'll probably be like a full ass route. Yippee! Will her head be full of something? Only time will tell. Much too clever for me. Good one. Good one. Alright, I'm gonna go on a quick BRB to go and get some coffee. Or not coffee. Why did I say coffee? Cocoa. I'm gonna get some hot cocoa. And then we'll play some Trials of Mana. Did Kobayashi have a root? Not really. Fake root. Yeah, he had a friendship root. Fucked up. Give him a root. Give him his root. He's best boy. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit for Trials of Mana.